Well. Yesterday certainly didn't go as most people expected, but if you listen to Bump and Run Sports Podcast, you know that somebody might have told you that San Francisco has a real chance of winning this game outright. Why? Because the weather wasn't going to affect them like it might other teams. They're physical, they want to run the football, and that's what you got. We've told you many times in playoff football games or in huge football games, teams tighten up. They don't want to make mistakes, right? And defense and running game ends up holding the day. And this is exactly what happened yesterday. 4 playoff teams, some of them pretty high-scoring teams, nobody scored 20 points. Why? Because you don't want to make mistakes. And what did it come down to? In the Tennessee game, Tannehill throws 3 interceptions, makes all the difference in the world, and they kind of kept that Tennessee running game in check and made just enough plays, right? It comes down to defense and players, not so much schemes. Cincinnati had enough players making plays as opposed to scheming up great plays. And then in San Francisco versus Green Bay, Green Bay just didn't make enough plays. San Francisco played hard-nosed defense, tough the whole time, stuck around, and made just enough plays to win them the game. Incredible day of football yesterday. So what are we going to get today, right? We got the Rams at the Bucs. One huge question for Tampa right now is, can they protect Tom Brady? Why? Because they have offensive linemen that are injured. Tristan Wirfs on the right-hand side, I don't know if he's going to play or not, and even if he does, will he be effective? If Tom Brady doesn't get protected, this is a totally different game, and we'll see what happens with that. That could also be a low-scoring game. Who knows, right? And the one game I can't imagine being a low-scoring game is this one, the Bills at the Chiefs. I expect there to be some points. The question comes down to, can the Bills slow down the Chiefs' offense? I have no idea. I don't know that the Chiefs can slow down the Bills' offense, so we will see, right? That's kind of the most interesting game of the day, maybe of the whole weekend. We go in depth onto both of these games. All you have to do is check out the podcast, Bump and Run Sports Podcast. Everything you need to know about these 2 games and everything else in sports, check that out. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You got it all for you there. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll check you guys later.